Yo, ladies and gentlemen of Java on YouTube, it's your boy Ask Wild Walker. With an update. Now, the Optiplex build is still priced at a competitive price. I had it like lower than I thought because I thought the 5500 XT was a card that was on par with like a 580, like a 580 or a 570. Like you can look on the internet and you get a lot of builders who use these repurposed business Optiplex and turn them into like, entry level gaming builds. They go with like something ultra cheap like a RX 570 or RX 580. Those cards are like $60. So I thought, I didn't look up the 55. I've had that 5500 XT for a while. Like I had it for a while. It was just sitting here because basically I would have PCs, I'll have like parts and stuff, and I'll build them for like my nephews and stuff. Like basically, the 5500 XT that's in here, I got that card off of a kid. Like not a kid. I call like 20-year-olds kids because I'm 39. So I got that off of a kid on the mobile app. I think it was OfferUp. Like, yeah. I got that one off of OfferUp. I traded a kid. I gave him a 5700 XT for that 5500 XT. And I know the 5700 is a way better card, I know, but I was building this build for my nephew, and I already had the case that I wanted. I had a Zalman Iceberg Z3, and I didn't want to take that case back because I already had it, and I didn't want to go through the hassle of returning all that shit. So I ended up trading this kid on the mobile app 5700 XT for that 55 XT because that 5500 fit perfectly in the case. Now I didn't know that card still goes for anywhere between 100 to like 150. I like that. Like I had the Optiplex for like 285 because I thought that card was a cheap card, like the RX 570 and the RX 580. It's not. That card is in the price bracket as a GTX 1650 and a 1660 Super. It's in the same price bracket. So I'm like, hold up. I ain't selling. I'm not selling this bill for 285. It like if that card is still that like that. I looked at the place you cross reference that you don't see a 5500 XT too often. Like it's somewhat of a rare card. Like you don't see that card too often in bills or anything. So I looked on eBay to reference like how much that card costs. I'm like, yo, let me go on eBay see how much that card costs. And I saw the cheapest one I saw was $99 free shipping. So I'm like, that's around how much that's around how much a 1650 costs. I'm like, that's around how much you could get a 16 Super for. That's how much Jawa sells them for. That's how much Jawa sells like the 1650 and the 1660. I'm like, that's about $100 card. I'm like, I'm not selling this joint for 285. So that's why I took the video down because I'm gonna update it with this one. Yeah. So I think that 325 is still a fair price. I know it's gonna be up there for a while because like I don't know, like Java is okay, but I know that's gonna be up there for a while because it ain't RGB'd out or anything like that, or they only show certain people like certain people like the lowball offer people and all that. Like I said, I'm the only person up there. I show my real face. I stand. I actually like a lot of people don't like the term stand on business because they don't actually do it. I do it, but also I understand how the black experience is. Like the black experience is the fact that the first thing a motherfucker will try to do is lowball you or try to pull some flim flam, and I don't trust people, so I don't trust motherfuckers as far as I can throw. See, on my end, I do everything the laptop I just sold on Java. I have the receipt for that laptop. I have the serial number. I had video evidence of how I shipped that laptop, and I shipped it with the post office. I got my fragile stickers. I put insurance on it. So play with me at your own risk. Play with me at your own risk. It's sad I have to be like this, but that's what it's like when you're doing shit online. Like if you ain't like the big Java name people and all that, you know what I'm saying? people, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't believe people play with Zach Tech Turf and dumb motherfuckers. Like maybe once in a while they did make a low ball offer and shit like that, but I'm not trying to get established like that. I have a job. I work at Home Depot and I make significant money there. So this is just me getting rid of the little stock I have so I can purchase the upgrades for my main system that I want. Like purchase the main upgrade. My system is pretty much done. Like all I need is my graphic card, and whether I make these sales on Java or whether I just stack up and like stack my bread for my job and buy it, it's a win-win. I'm gonna win regardless. So, but even with that being said, I'm not gonna let somebody on the internet hit me with some flim flam for my items. Please, just don't like there's the same effort y'all buy shit from Zach Tech Turf and O's Bills and all that. Don't try to pull some shipping flam. See, I had a lot of bad experiences. I had a lot of good experiences, but the bad experiences on eBay kind of overwrit the good experiences. Yes, I got a high feedback score. I made a tons of sales, but it's like I took bullshit L's too, and eBay's policies are fucking shit. Like I literally just sold the 5950. I ain't just sell. I sold it like a couple of months ago. Now I had a 5950X, right? That's the highest AM4 processor. I sold it on eBay. I got pictures and proof and videos of me using that processor in the system. None of that shit matters on eBay, right? And they did the little international shipping shit, right? So I sold it to dude. Now, dude pull and it was a fake profile. Like you don't need to be a cyber sleuth to determine a fake profile. I know it was a fake profile because it was a dude with an African name that lived in Japan. And then when you looked at the location of where the item went, it didn't go nowhere. So with the little eBay warehouse shit, with their international shit, it'll go to them. Then they'll ship it to wherever it was supposed to go. It was a scam because that shit didn't get to Kyoto, Japan in a week. I don't give a fuck how fast you claim your shipping is, right? You ain't getting that shit to Kyoto, Japan in a week. The fuck out of here. So I took a unjustified bad feedback. That's how eBay do. It'll just be like, oh, you'll take, it's like with eBay, for the most part, the buyer is always right, no matter what. And so my first instinct was like, it don't work. Get the fuck out of here. Send it back. See, that's what made it the scam. That's what made the shit a bullshit scam right there. They didn't want to send it back. I'm like, send it back. Because it was I took great pictures. It was no pins bent. It's an AM4 chip. So they have pins. So with the pictures that I had, no pins bent, you're not going to tell me that CPU didn't work. It was just some dickhead who did some online fuckery to try to give me a bad feedback. eBay don't research that. It's just, this, and that. I know that shit'll be removed in a year, but that's not the point. I could have sold that processor probably on Java, maybe. I could have sold it on there for way more than what I was selling it on eBay for. It would have took longer to sell it, but I probably wouldn't have took no bullshit back, some falsified feedback. So again, that's why when you look on eBay, you look on if I link my you don't see me put nothing up there, because being black on that shit, I have to worry about niggas making fake pages, doing fake feedbacks and shit like that. Whereas I give Java a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. They're like, yo, make a video proving your shit work. That's no problem. Make a video of you shipping your item. No problem. Because you don't act like we live in this perfect society where motherfuckers ain't out here trying to make a flim flam or a fucking come up. That's the reality of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah, so I took down the other video. It's not 285 now. If that card was on par with like a 580 or 570, which is cheap cards, I would have left it. I would have probably took it down to like 275. But since I researched the price of a 5500 XT, and this is, I would have thought the 580 or the 570 was better. That's why I lowered the price to what I lowered it to. But I started looking at specs and comparisons. I'm like, this card came out before these cards. They're like, this card is better. I'm like, yo, you look on eBay right now, the 5500 XT, that card averages like around 125 bucks. That's the same price that a 1650 and a 6600 go. That's the same price point. So I'm like, yeah, I can't sell this 285. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I could do three. So it's 325. The price that's there is pretty much gonna stay there for a minute, because you know how stuff don't move too often on Java unless you're a big name seller. But yeah, that's the price. So I'm updating this video right now. Y'all have a great and wonderful day.